Welcome back, and now that the maze is out of the way, let's take a look at this room that we've come across.
Kevin?
A gas leak has been detected. Warning, impending explosion likely with a rise of room temperature.
Well, we can assume that Banballow isn't going to heed that warning about the room temperature rising. Now, notice that Banballow's health meter no longer has that infinity symbol next to it. So yeah, that means that we can now damage him. So that being the case, let's beat the old man down with his dead son's bat. The strategy for fighting Banballow is pretty much the same as for the other enemies so far. You run behind him, give him a couple swings, then run away before he can do his attack. Now, when he fires his blowtorch, he's going to be standing still for a couple seconds, so if you can keep close enough to him so that he'll fire the thing, that'll give you the opportunity to get behind him. You don't really need to worry about the damage you take during this battle, as we'll get something right after the fight that can fix all of that afterwards. Oh, poor Mr. Banballow, burned again. But let's see how Kevin's doing over here.
Kevin! Kevin, are you alright?
What the... Erico!
Oh, this is the worst place to be right now. Let's get out of here!
Woohoo, yeah! You're our savior. I'll help you any way I can, you hear me?
You're crazy.
So we can now choose Kevin in subsequent stages, and we'll be using him in the next one. Now Banballow went out this way, so let's go after him. The Protector reduces the amount of damage a character takes, but we'll lose that at the end of the level. And here's the best item in the game, Amazon. Amazon restores every single stat to its optimum level. You definitely do want to find this where it has been hidden in the level. Now, I'm just going to use the many restorative items we've picked up through the hotel to fix Erico up, and we'll save the Amazon for the very end of the level to make sure we get the maximum prize. Right now, we've got a little less than 9 minutes to make the time limit, so let's do this. So Banballow is now a giant. Why not? And we have to escape from him through what is apparently an endless body of water that surrounds the hotel. Now, doing this bit can either be very difficult or very easy. There's a move that Erico can do in battles that I haven't shown yet, and that's dodging. When she dodges, she becomes invulnerable for a second. In exchange, her pulse goes up by 2. Fortunately, we can use the dodge to evade Banballow's attacks here. This makes this fight very easy because as long as our timing is right, he can't actually hurt us. If you don't know about the dodge, however, this is probably the hardest part of the game. It's not impossible to do this without the dodge. I've done it, but you end up with barely any health left and almost bleeding to death. Now, you may have noticed that there's a fork in the path here. The other way leads to the exit of the level, but if we were to go there now, we pretty much screw ourselves as the exit is locked, so we need to go this way first. Unfortunately, there isn't any way to attack Banballow here. As you notice, he's got the infinity symbol back by his health. The only thing we can do here is run. We're almost at the shore and out of the reach of Mega Banballow.
This is Banballow Control Room. Can you hear me? This is Control Operator Jackson. I repeat, this is Control Operator Jackson in the control room. Our oil pressure is normal here. Average electric current is 52,000 volts. Generating capacity of 2,700,000 watts.
10-4, main control room here. Checking database now. Hold on a second. The pressure on the leg is a bit too high.
I bet it's the right leg. Last time I checked, it was a bit rusty.
That's alright. It's still within control parameters. And what are you planning to do for dinner tonight? I'm starving.
I think I'll have fish or something. At this point, meat doesn't sound too appetizing.
Yeah, we've got enough meat laying around over here to feed an army of rats.
Help!
Stop right there. This area is restricted to authorized personnel only.
Please! I can't fight that horrid beast myself!
I know. Isn't that cool? We spent $5 million to build this enormous thing we call Banballow. It's super alloy skeletons controlled with advanced hydraulics with custom bearings and joints. You're looking at 2 meters of thick titanium for every bone. All computer controlled by me. How'd you like that big sucker, eh? Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah.
I think we know what we have to do. Now, let's just take Operator Jackson's ID card here. Thank you. Now, I don't know if Jackson is supposed to be a real person or a robot. It looks like there's a spring coming out of his neck, so I'm not sure if Erico just committed murder here or not. But let's take his lunch as a final insult and head on out. We've got 4 minutes to make the time limit, so let's use that Amazon to restore Erico up to full, and all stats are restored. Say goodbye to Banballow, everyone. This is the last we'll see of him. So yes, just to remind us, this was all just an attraction of the theme park. Banballow was an animatronic, and there never was a Jimmy. That was all just a made-up backstory. Well, it was stated at the beginning of the mission that our mission was to calm the anger of Banballow. I guess turning him off can count as that. So, mission accomplished. And now we're taking the other path, because we've got Jackson's ID. But something that I don't get is, how was a guest to ILLBLEED supposed to complete this area, considering that we had to enter that staff-only area and take an employee ID? That doesn't seem quite fair. So, we'll be getting the maximum prize for this level, with which we can upgrade Erico using those upgrade items we collected. Once we exit this level, we'll lose all of our other items, however. And here's where we have to use Operator Jackson's ID, or if you didn't go the other way, this is where you realize that you're screwed. Hooray! The first attraction has been cleared, and there are 5 more to go before we can meet Mr. Reynolds face to face.